Well, hello, you beautiful beam of light. I'm back again. It's Maria Alejandra. You can call me MA. Welcome back. It is evening time, close to bedtime here in my part of the world. I wanted to come back on as we're honoring and co creating with these beautiful energies of the full moon in Leo and the wonderful, amazing transformations and transitions of February and March. So I'll be showing up quite often. Click that little bell to know when I'm coming on, or just come back often to the channel because I'm going to be going live daily for a while. Inspiration is here, so I'm going to let it flow. Today, we're going to take it nice and easy with what I'm calling a shining heart meditation. This is going to be a channeled meditation for us. Just a few minutes so that you can use it as a space and a guided activation kind of energy to help you connect your heart and your mind, to help us connect with the cosmic energies of expansion, and to really help us settle into a space of joy and gratitude and really shining from the heart. So we'll see what comes through. I don't have anything prepared for it. I'm going to let it flow and see what is divinely downloaded for us. I love doing these types of meditations where we just see what emerges. Before we get into the meditation, I want to say a big thank you to those who watched my last video. It was a little bit more about the energies in Leo, the full moon in Leo and February. I invite you to check it out. I also want to say a big welcome to my newest Patreon member, Adrian. I see you, sister. She's part of the Stardust Sisterhood, and I'm so delighted to carve out some space for her. If you're curious about what that looks like, what that might look like for you, the link is below. I also have a beautiful free moon 2023 moon calendar that I created, so you can follow all the full and new moons. The link is there, plus some ideas for rituals for full and new moons. And my brand new group experience called Radiate is open for enrollment. We will kick things off on the spring equinox. It is going to be a very magical, very powerful container for those of you who are looking to radiate, to find expression with courage, to find your self-expression with joy, and to weave in the cosmic energies, to weave in our own energy centers. We're going to go chakra by chakra. I'm also going to give you spells. We're going to work with a lot of tools in the medicine woman bag to really provide a very fruitful, very easeful and effective experience to help you feel really comfortable in your own skin. So if you want to find out more, the link is there as well. Now, without further ado, let's go into our meditation. I invite you to close your eyes and just take some gentle, easy breaths. Just follow the rhythm of your own breath. As we begin to settle in and connect into this moment, I invite you to let go of anything that happened before this moment in time, this present, vibrant, vital moment where all things are indeed possible. And to let go of any expectations and any fears or worries about what is to come in your day, in your week, in your month, in your year. Breathing into this moment. Leo energy has this vibrant joy that is very present. Leo energy says, I am comfortable in my own skin. I am comfortable in my radiance. I am comfortable shining. Leo energy is connected to the heart, courage. It speaks of the heart-centered, courageous leader. It speaks of showing up vulnerably, messy and real, authentic. It speaks of shedding any of the masks that you have believed you had to put on throughout the course of your life to bend and contort yourself to please others. And so in this moment, and as we call in and co-create the energy of the full moon that will allow us to release, I want to say what's coming through is release a lot of the masks that we've been wearing that dull our brilliance and our natural born radiance. The masks that we've had to put on to blend in, to seem normal, like we've got it all together, to appease others. The masks that we've had to wear because we felt afraid of being ourselves. These might be masks that you've been wearing for many, many years, or masks that you have put on recently, but chances are that these are layers of masks that you've been carrying on. And so in this moment, let's invoke the energies of transformation that are available to us right now and our own will. Leo says, I will. So our will, let's invoke that. Let's invoke that, the fire in your heart, to dissolve the masks layer by layer. I'm imagining like wallpaper, layers of wallpaper. And underneath it all is a bare wall. How many layers of wallpaper have you been adding over your life? Feel into the weight of that. And be gentle with yourself. Don't judge yourself, because many of these layers of protection were precisely that, in moments that we felt like we had to protect our light. We had to protect our inner light, that which is most sacred to us. And so sometimes we add so many layers. We've added so many layers that it feels uncomfortable to be the very thing that is most basic, which is yourself, your essence. And I think many of us right now are on the journey and the path and the winding road of reclaiming our sense of self, of feeling comfortable in our own skin, in our own spirit, of living our own story, not somebody else's story. Because something has changed within us, and we are ready to say yes to a new beginning that's not about changing who you are, but rather reclaiming the truth of who you are, the essence. And we might tend to overcomplicate that because we feel like we have to seek something that is outside of us to fix ourselves. But it's so simple, because it's about releasing all the layers of the stuff that is not you. Of course, easier said than done. It's complicated because there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotional baggage there. There's a fear of not being able to meet other people's expectations. There's that fear of what will they say. There's a fear of not being accepted. There's a fear of being cast off, of being seen as the strange one. I want you to imagine deep within your heart a drumbeat, a slow, rhythmic drumbeat that is now beginning to beat. Dum, 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 Dum. Feel free to make that sound as well, and you will feel a vibration in your heart. Focus on the vibration in your heart when you literally beat your own drum. Dum, 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 dum. Now imagine that with every beat of that drum, every beat makes that drum shine, radiate light. Dum. So feel the vibration in the heart, in the center of your chest. And with every beat of that drum, imagine the light radiating. And those gentle vibrations that actually shake off the debris of everything that's been covering your heart. Right now, we are walking through these portals of a lot of heart opening energy, heart clearing energy, debris that's getting shaken off. And so we get to ask for it to be a process that, with a lot of ease and grace, removes those layers. Are you willing to let go of those layers? Are you willing to breathe deeper? Are you willing to shine brighter? Are you willing to stand taller? Are you willing to walk to the beat of your own drumbeat? Dum, 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 dum. Hear that drumbeat. Allow it to get a little louder. Allow the vibrations to get more noticeable. Imagine being able to walk in your own rhythm from now on, the rhythm that you establish for your own life, moment by moment by moment. And imagine that anytime you stray from that singular, unique drumbeat that is yours and yours alone, that you're able to pause, breathe, and come back to your drumbeat. Imagine the delight and the joy of discovering the rhythm of your drumbeat. Because what I'm getting now is that there have been so many other drum beats drumming around us that they literally just oversaturated our own. We haven't been able to hear our own drumbeat. And it might feel like something so basic because the essence of who you are is absolute magnificence and brilliance and perfection. And it's also the simplest thing. In its essence, it exists to breathe, to love, to hope, to inspire, to move through all the different layers of human emotions. And beyond the human emotions, your spirit, that infinite place within you that understands the truth and understands that everything it needs is already within it. That spirit will delight in you connecting more and more to the rhythm of your beat. I invite you here to just take a few breaths and see what comes through. Allow this to be a space for your intuition to also show you, speak to you in gentle whispers, in symbols, in colors. Maybe you see words. Maybe you smell smells. Maybe you feel something. Let it be whatever it wants to be. No expectations. There's no getting it right or wrong. Continue to breathe. Continue to dwell in that space of the silence in between. That space where new seeds are planted, where new dreams can grow. And where your light can really begin to shine through. Take a nice cleansing breath in through your nose. Release it with a sigh. And the next breath, I'm going to invite you to imagine that you are breathing through your heart, right in the center of your heart. So as you breathe in through your nose, imagine that the breath is actually through your heart. And as you breathe in, it lights your heart. It lights it up. Release that breath. Take another breath in through the heart, reminding your heart that it is safe to open, that it is safe to be seen, it is safe to shine. And take another breath in, making that 3 breaths that we've taken in through our heart. Our heart delights in this attention. And now I want you to imagine that there is an invisible beam of light, or it could be a thread or cord that connects your mind and your heart. In this case, we're going to focus on the physical heart and the physical brain as representations in our body of our heart energy and our mind energy. And research shows that our heart has a toroidal field that is so much more vast than even our brain. It is actually quite magnificent. And so leading from the heart and allowing the heart to co-create with the mind to basically say, hey, mind, let's collaborate on this. Instead of the mind leading the charge all the time. What could that look like? How would we make decisions moving forward? How would we connect with others? How would we look like when we look at ourselves in the mirror if we are literally giving our heart the opportunity to take the lead? So connect your heart and your brain. And I want you to give your brain a chance to rest. Maybe it's for this month. February is a time for rest. And whenever you happen to watch this, it's still very, very applicable. Tell your brain, our brains will do amazing things for us if we instruct them and give them the information, right? We essentially tell them, hey, this is what we're going to do now. And the brain says, okay, great. So say, brain, you get to take a rest. You're going to sit in the passenger seat for a while. The heart is going to drive. My courageous heart is going to drive. And if the heart doesn't feel very courageous right now, it's okay. The courage is inherent within your heart. Absolutely. But because we have had it kind of in the behind the scenes a little bit, it just needs an opportunity to feel more comfortable in that leading space. What would it look like? What would it feel like to lead from the heart, to check in with our hearts first before we make decisions, to then collaborate with our beautiful minds, Aquarius and Leo? That is the access of the heart and the mind. It is a beautiful, beautiful connection. When it exists in harmony, that is the sweet spot. Absolutely where magic happens. Where does your brain need a break? where can your heart take more center stage? Like the center of the solar system, our wondrous sun that is being activated by this full moon energy in Leo, allow your heart to be the center of your solar system. That wondrous magnet that then everything else revolves around it and not the other way around. Create a commitment to yourself to come back to the experimentation of leading with your heart, of having your heart be at the center of everything you do, and see what happens. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose, and a whole world of courage and confidence and joy and ease to gain. New opportunities to see yourself in a new light, to shift your perspective, to create from a whole different place. You have nothing to lose. And when that old fear creeps in that says, your heart can't make these decisions, say, actually it can. And I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to see for myself what that looks like. And I am ready for it. I am ready and willing, and I am grateful for the opportunity to do so. Allow that beautiful heart in the center of your chest to radiate beams out into the world of love, of hope, of courage, of compassion, of inspiration, of creativity, of wonder, of softness and strength. Know that in this experience, you have expanded your boundaries a little bit more than where they were before. The boundaries that said, this is what you're capable of. Now you've made a choice that there is expansion possible here for you. And again, if those old fears creep up that say, you can't do this, you're not enough, what will they say? What will they think? You say, I'm experimenting with some new heart-centered ideas and strategies for how to let my spirit and my heart emerge. We will all benefit the more we do that. And now, as we begin to return from our delicious journey of connection, I hope this space served you. We're going to begin to breathe as I count back from 8. Taking nice cleansing breaths, imagining your heart continuing to shine. 8, 7, breathing, smiling. Stretch your shoulders back just a bit. Physically allow your heart to come to the front. 6, 5, 4, beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. 3, move your shoulders a little bit. 2, and 1. Last breath in. 1, opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Whew. And there we are. I hope that served you. Thank you for being here, for watching, for commenting, subscribing, sharing, loving, being you, and for taking on the journey of a lifetime, literally. I send you my love and my stardust and my moon dust. I will most likely be back tomorrow for another video. I love to see you here. Make sure to check out the links below. Have a good evening or a good day, wherever you may find yourself. Be well, my friend. Mwah. Adios.